Hello dear students, welcome back to the online education of class 7th science. Dear students, in the previous class I was discussing about the asexual type of reproduction. So in that the first type of asexual reproduction, that is vegetative propagation. Okay, so it is the type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from the vegetative parts of the plant such as root, stem, leaves and buds. So such a kind of reproduction is called vegetative propagation. So regarding that, we have discussed in the activity 12.1 about the rose cutting. Okay, we have completed the stem cutting of rose. So let us go for the next activity, that is 12.2, to understand the vegetative propagation by different parts of the plant. Okay, now let us start with the activity 12.2. See here, take a potato. What you need to do is you need to take a fresh potato and observe the scars on it. So what you need to do is you have to observe the scars on it, marks on it. Okay, so with the help of a magnifying glass. So sometimes you need to observe that with by using a magnifying glass, but usually you need not have the magnifying glass. It will be easily visible to you. So you will find, when you observe through the magnifying glass, through the scars on it, you will find that the bird or birds in them. So on the potato you will see the birds on them. So these scars, what you see, are called eye. So they are called eye of the potato. So those birds are called eye. Okay, so cut few pieces. Okay, so cut a few pieces of potato. Take a potato and cut few pieces of potato, and you will see the pieces of potato. So each piece of potato you will see with an eye. Okay, see here, this is an eye, this is an eye, so this is an eye, so these are all eyes. Okay, so you will see the eye, okay, in each piece of potato. So bury them in the soil. So directly bury them in the soil. Okay, put it in the soil. Okay, so later on water the pieces regularly for a few days. So after you cut them into different parts, and each piece with the eye, they must have the eye, that is nothing but bud should be there for that each piece. Okay, so each piece with the eye or bud, you have to bury them in the soil and water it regularly for few days, for a week, like that, and observe their progress. So what do you find? So after some time, after a few days, you will see that the new plant starts growing from each bud or eye. Here you can see in the diagram. Okay, so new plants start arising from that eye or bud. Okay, so from that piece of potato you put in the soil. Okay, so same type of activity you can see in the 12.3. so that is the 12.2 is with the potato. So hence you might have observed, okay, potato has a buds on it. Okay, so those buds are, we call them as eyes, so from which the new plant produces. Okay, means to produce the potato you need not have the seed. Okay, there are no seeds for the production of the potato plant. Okay, so just you need to have a piece of potato, so that will grow from the eye into young plant. So let us go for the activity 12.3, that is regarding ginger. Okay, ginger with the new plants sprouting from it, you can see. Yes, here you can see it's a ginger, from that new plants are sprouting. Can you see here? Yes. So how do they come? Let's see here. So likewise you can even grow, even you can see the ginger from which, or even from the turmeric, the new plants are growing. Okay, that you can observe here. Yes, so these are the examples for growth of the plant, reproduction in the plants by their stem part. Okay, or by the eyes or bud. Okay, so even there is one more example you can understand, you feel very wonder. So there is a plant called bryophyllum. What is its name? Bryophyllum. So it's a sprout leaf plant. Okay, what is its name? Bryophyllum. Okay, so this bryophyllum plant, okay, so that has buds in the margins of the leaves. Okay, see, so there is a leaf. Okay, so in the leaf margins means here at the points. Okay, so these are called margins. So these plant called bryophyllum. It has a buds in the margins of the leaves. You can see in the figure 12.4. I'll see. So if the leaf of this plant fall down on the moist soil, okay, by the wind and all, each bud can give rise to a new plant. So when this leaf fall down from the plant, and each bud of this plant, this leaf can give rise to new plant. Let me explain that with the diagram. You can see here. Okay, yes. So this is the bryophyllum plant, where you can see the colors. Okay, see here. So the on the margin you can see the new plant is rising, and the margin part of the bryophyllum leaf. Okay, new plant is growing. So this is how the bryophyllum from the leaf, new young plant start growing. Okay, when it falls down in the moist soil. Is it understood? So now, so the roots of some plants can also give rise to new plants. See, the roots of the some plants also can give rise to new plants. For example, sweet potato. Yes, sweet potato and dahlia. So these are the root part of the plant from which the new plants grow. From the sweet potato you will get from the this only. From the root part only you will get the what new plant are growing from that. So in some plants such as cactus, they produce new plants when the parts get detached from the main plant. Yes, see, suppose there is a main plant, cactus, suppose. Okay, so if any one of part, see, this is there, so it has separated from this plant. Okay, this part is separated, so at that time this part again grow as new plant. Okay, this part again grows as new plant. So this you have to understand, all of you dear students. So if there is a plant called cactus, if any of their parts get detached means separated from the main plant body, then what happens, each detached part can grow into new plant. So each detached part means each separated part will grow into new plants. So hence, so plants produced by vegetative propagation. So the plants which are produced by these kind of vegetative propagation, bryophyllum, potato, ginger and all these turmeric, they take very less time to grow. In within short time they will grow, and they bear flowers and fruits also earlier than those produced from the seeds. See, the plants which are produced from the seeds, they take more time. Okay, the plants which are produced from the seeds, they take more time, whereas the plants which are produced by the vegetative propagation, they take very less time to grow and bear flowers and fruits earlier. So the new plants which are exact copies of the parent plant, remember this, the new plants which are produced from the vegetative propagation, they are exact copies of their parent plant. Okay, so we have discussed about the single regarding the, see how the reproduction takes place by vegetative propagation. So dear students, let me stop here and let me continue the next part of the asexual reproduction in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.